Welcome. This is our $70 million Desteria base. Hundreds of spawners. Millions of dollars. 730 pieces of armor. You know how we got this? We raided. And we took everything. We didn't even have to try. And now it's just a question of who comes next. Man, I'm taking this way too seriously. Alright, we're done with that. We're done. Cut. Alright, so I'm here. Aside from the seriousness, this is a great base that we live in. Why is there a creeper there? That's not a good thing. There's 4 of them there. The base might be slightly darker than what you'd imagine. I was running shaders, so this is entirely dark. Did some, like, little bits of lighting just for effect on the shaders, but that's really all that's changed. How the... what the... He's hacking. There he is. Ban him. That's your proof right there. Now, I wanted to do a bit of a loot tour because when you do a world download, you can't really see what's in the chest. TNT right now, I think we have like... yeah, just under 2 dubs. We have like random P4 in random chests around the base, so if you breach it, you know, you're in a lucky position. Someone stole the contents of this chest. I think we've made a lot of it back. But we had like 2 rows of gold blocks and someone just took it and sold it. 39 wither skeleton skulls. I'm not even sure how we became into possession of that. I'm gonna open up these chests here. Oh, wait, the lights. We need some light. This is what we got along with the stuff there and up here. This is the stuff that we've got from raiding. So, in fact, no, I'll start at the end that's got a lot in. So, these are all P3, P4. A good amount of this is P4. Like, we tried to separate a lot of the P3 out of here. Like, I'd say maybe half of it's P4 that's all total in here. A dub of each piece. Yeah, a dub of each piece just there. We got every good sword that we'd bother to use and a good axe, like legend axes and stuff. We got some sharpness 4s in there, but this is just the workman's chest. I've chosen not to put my shovel that has fire aspect 2 and sharpness on it in there, because I kind of want to upgrade it. But all the bows that we bother using, so we got some power 3s. We should throw those out, but a lot of them are power 4, power 5s. Helmets, I think the majority of these are actually P4. Got another, this is all like another dub of gear each. P3 and P4, P3 and P4. More swords and axes. More workman stuff. Bows. Why do we have power 3s? I think I need to throw those out, but we got metric crap ton of stuff as well. I shall patch these up before anyone comes into our base and steals it all. This next bit's going to be kind of dark, but you know, it's even more... Okay, this is why I had to use the glowstone. This is the shader pack when it's on. There we go. That's the sort of shaders that I like. Oh, that's kind of gross, but it also helps us to see things. Okay, right. So we got our Enderman here with very, very glowy eyes on this shaders pack. I wonder what glowstone looks like on this one. Wow, that's very bright. This one's just kind of bright. I wonder what the roof looks like. The roof we've made solid gold. We have a solid gold roof because if you can see in here, look at how many pigment spawners we have in here. This is kind of like how we gained all the gold for this. My FPS is kind of suffering from it though. Oh, look, there's Sagtop. Very noticeable with your bright blue glowy armor. This thing generates so much money. I think what we've got it set up now, I think how we've done it is it should generate about a 1 million per full cell. The middle is kind of where the Endermen are at. You can see here, obviously these are full in here. Like this, these are just full of gunpowder and emerald. We've taken into selling the gunpowder as well because it generates as much money or almost as much money as the ender pearls per stack compared to the 16. Somewhere in this base we have a backup of like, I think it's something like 3 dubs worth of TNT, and we probably won't raid anyone that we need to use more than that just because what use is a base to us if we can't exploit it. I'm currently sitting at about 500k. When I say 70 million base, it's because we were sitting at this on F-top now, and then we added in, see that creeper up there? We added in all of that and most of this row here, so it sits us around 70 million as of right now. I can't wait to show you guys the top of the base. The top of the base is amazing. If you noticed it in the little, like, cinematics, the top of the base is pretty damn cool. First, I'm going to sell these ender pearls. I'm going to show you guys the roof of this base in wonderful shaders because I can actually use it up there. The roof is solid gold. We've got gold blocks lining each one of these walls down here. We've included some lava walls in here because back on Archon we weren't really sure how lava functioned. Even though it blew up, it still flowed, and it does the same thing on here, and it was a pain in the ass to get through lava walls. But as soon as you're through this wall and you're onto the water wall, you'll stack, and then the water will flow in, and it will basically create a regen that you just can't get through. So that's more of a test to find out if it works on here or not. Anyway, moving on. We've got stuff like witch spawners on the walls here. We've got my lovely shadow. We got zombie spawners. We got every spawner in this, the spider spawners, zombie spawners. We don't have anything that could potentially be useful to us inside the grinder that's on the top of the base. My FPS, okay, this is with a GTX 1080 right now. It's still like 45, so I'm fairly sure my CPU is the bottleneck of the system. But you know, never mind. We've got 80 walls, I believe. Couldn't show it in the world download that I got in the cinematics, but there is around 80 walls per thing. Sorry, I haven't used shaders in so long. It just looks nice. If gold blocks counted towards the F-top value, then we would be skyrocketed. Also, if you didn't already figure out, just pay attention to the sky. This will really trip you out for the rest of the video if you notice it now, so the sky actually works normally when you're on the ground. Didn't bother doing anything to protect the bottom of these. They've just gender mess, but who cares? We've got no base under here, so no one can really do anything to us. Wow, it's dark under here. Okay, you can see a bit better now. Turned off the shaders. 2 normal reverse layers, and then we've laid out room for some more, but then we've got one here. Complete water in the middle of that. It doesn't really matter about this empty space. No one can really do anything. And then either way, we've got another reverse layer straight slap bang in the middle of the base just to protect that. But this is our base, guys. Still working on putting gold blocks all the way out till the edge of the walls down here. Aside from that, everything seems to be going really well. We probably will take over XXX in a while. Don't know if we'll raid them, but meh. Damn, look at this thing. The nether looks awesome. Come on, be able to fly. Awesome. This is where we collect all our lava. This is where all our walls are born. Can I kill this dude? Just knock him into oblivion. Goodbye. Shaders is so pretty. This quickly turned from a base tour into a shaders tour. We've been doing Desteria for such a long time. It's just this episode was necessary. Wow, this is dark. 1 second. This episode was necessary to me, and I really wanted to have a little bit of an editing project to work on. Sorry for the seriousness of the start of the video. I just like that. Hopefully no one raids us, even though they know where everything in our base is. We have to be like the smallest faction on F-top. Ooh, this is a nice little raid he's found. Anyway, this is going to be a next episode thing, I'm fairly sure. So stay tuned for when we raid this thing. Interesting. I'm going to end this video off here. As always, have fun. Play some factions. I will see you guys in the next video.